This video will demonstrate how to check and file lab reports in EMIS Web. To start, navigate to the Workflow Manager module by selecting the EMIS button and clicking Workflow Manager, or by selecting the Lab Reports tab from the taskbar. On the navigation bar on the left-hand side of the screen, there are 3 folders. The first folder contains any unmatched lab results received from the trading partners that EMIS Web can't automatically match to a patient and/or user. Any lab results in this folder need to be actioned. The inbox contains all lab results that have been matched to a patient or user. The archived folder contains all archived lab results. To be able to view and manage lab reports, you must have RBAC activity B0360 View Detailed Health Records in your role profile. Depending on your local configuration, you may have access to a global view of all users' tasks, and if so, you will be able to view a global view of lab results and be able to select a clinician from the Workflow View button as shown. Once a user has been selected, their task count will be displayed next to the folder, and the name of the user you are deputising for alongside a blue person icon is displayed. When the inbox is selected, any lab reports awaiting filing and/or archiving are displayed in the right-hand pane. The date received, patient name and report name are shown, along with a flag to indicate if the lab result has already been viewed, filed, has any task linked to it, and the person icon on the far right shows who the task is assigned to. Click the required report. When you select a report, the patient will become the active patient in the patient précis bar. The report details will display in the bottom panel, and all the available actions will display at the top of the screen on the ribbon. The Action section allows you to change the owner of a report, add or delete a sticky note next to the lab report, view the history of the report, and print a copy if required. The DTS options enable you to view the interchange history of the reports being sent from the laboratories. The filter options allow you to filter by lab report type and whether the report is normal or abnormal. So this could be used, for example, to view just your abnormal results. The report actions are displayed here, and to file a lab result, you can either select File No Comment or File and Comment. When selecting File and Comment, a screen will display and you can complete the fields as required. The default comment will be Normal No Action, but an alternative comment can be selected from the drop-down box if required. There is the option to send a task linked to the lab result by clicking the Send Task button and selecting a task type and a user to send to. Once complete, click File. The lab report is now displayed in the Lab Reports inbox as filed, with a green tick in the Filed column. Once a lab result has been viewed and filed, and no further action is required, the lab result can be archived to remove it from the inbox by selecting Archive from the ribbon. When managing lab reports and tasks in general as a global viewer, there may be times when you need to reallocate tasks to different users. You can select more than one task or report, then right-click and select Change Owner from the options, or select Change Owner from the actions on the ribbon. Select the user or team that the task needs to be reallocated to, and the tasks will be moved as shown. I will now demonstrate again how to file a lab result and archive it. There may be instances where additional information needs to be recorded on a patient's medical record alongside the lab result. For example, a COVID detection result may require additional codes than the ones picked up by the lab result for local audit purposes. Any codes that need to be added to the patient's record can be added via the consultation screen as demonstrated. The lab result can then be filed and archived as normal. Additional report actions are available when in the inbox. These include Add a task, if you want to add a task to a lab report before it is filed. Comments, to add a comment to a lab report or edit existing comments. Show codes, to show or hide any codes in a lab report. Auto-file allows you to automatically file all lab results that have been viewed. Auto-archive archives all lab results that have been filed. Unmatch removes a test from a lab report and moves it to the unmatched folder. Print options to enable you to print a summary or detailed report. The report actions will vary when looking at any lab results in the unmatched and archived folders.